Hey there, it's me again, the tape minister. My name is Buster, and I'm going to be reading story number 18. My Dad Met the Coach. This is from my book, We Are Not Our Scars. You can go to the tapeminister.com and purchase a downloadable copy of the book so you can read it for yourself also, or read along with me. Um, my Dad Met the Coach. It was the seventh grade at the middle school. One of the differences from elementary school was changing from one classroom to another. Another big difference was PE, or physical education, which was now truly physical education, not just a game of kickball. Along with the PE, we were at the age to develop body odor and introduce us to group showers. It was one of those days that Coach Bell had something better to do than deal with all of us boys. He had us all sitting in the dressing room and told us that none of us were to get up, not even to go to the bathroom. I don't remember who finally got so bored that they had to fight, but I do remember who got up to get them to quit and sit down. Ricky and I were trying to get them to stop, shut up, sit down, be quiet, just like the coach had said. Coach Bell came back in. He did he didn't care that Ricky and I were trying to do the right thing. He spanked us with his paddle. I don't think my feet hit the floor between the licks. He hit so hard with those three licks, I was bruised all the way across my butt, purple, blue, and black. It was hard to sit down, and I remember showing the bruise to my dad after I told my mom. The next day, I was in PE, and what happened that day should have gotten someone put in prison. My dad showed up in the coach's office with his homemade hickory cane. This cane had a curved handle like a shepherd's staff in the Bible. I don't know how my dad got that curved handle behind Coach Bell's neck, but he did. Coach Bell may have been more focused on the snub-nosed 22 caliber revolver that my dad had shoved in his face. He marched Coach Bell to the office with a pistol pointed at him. I'm sure they took my crazy, awful dad at his word when he made threats of what he was going to do to them. Coach Bell got introduced to my world that day. He didn't do any better at handling my dad than I did. The good news is that for the next 2 years, all I had to do in PE to make straight A's was dress out. My dad bribed the principal with some vegetables, turnip greens. That's what the principal's choice was. So the coach had no witness. This was my dad's only visit to school except to get me out and do his only visit to school except to get me out to do work. Today, both my dad and Coach Bell would have ended up in court as defendants. The boys my age grew up with corporal punishment, so getting a paddling was no big deal. It was more of a rite of passage. When we get together, we would share stories of getting paddled by whatever teacher. Corporal punishment may or may not have a place in the discipline of a child. It was the only punishment I received. I didn't have anything for them to ground me from. Work is all I did. This past Christmas, or Christmas past, I got to go to my daughter's school and see her Christmas play. It was small, mainly singing in her homeroom. I helped the other parents assist the teacher getting the room ready. Julia was so excited to see me there. Being a good parent, sometimes all it takes is just being there. My first visit to my daughter's school was more pleasant than my dad's visit to mine. What I know for sure is that I was so proud of her. She sang her heart out. Life is good. Holy Spirit, thank you for my daughter. Father, I pray for the people listening today and myself that you fix in us what is broken so that we can be the parents and sons and daughters that you want us to be. In Jesus' name I pray. Y'all have a blessed day. Life is gooder. From the Tape Minister. Bye.